Let's take a closer look into Poltergeist's, Carol Ann, and Robbie's bedroom and see what Star Wars toys lurked inside. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman. Believe it or not, I'm back with another video. What we're going to do today, well, we're going to take a look at the movie Poltergeist. A couple of scenes of the kids' rooms. Now, Robbie and Carol Ann shared a bedroom in the 1982 classic Poltergeist, directed by the man that directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Tobe Hooper. Of course, based on a screenplay written by Steven Spielberg. And Poltergeist is a pretty terrifying movie, at least for a kid and for a PG movie. This was before PG-13, and I know this movie, Temple of Doom, and movies like it led to the PG-13. Not going to get into all that. We all know that, so you don't have to tell me in the comments below. But for a movie that was aimed for the family in 1982, this was pretty scary, again, at least for a kid. Now, Robbie and his little sister, Carrie Ann, they shared a room. I'm not sure why. I mean, he was about 8 or 9 years old, and she was about 5 or 6. You think in that big house they could have found somewhere else to put that little girl. I mean, a little boy coming of age, discovering himself. He doesn't want to share a room with his 5-year-old sister. But we're not here to talk about the misadventures of a 9-year-old boy. We're going to look closer. Now, the whole video was to talk about the Darth Vader carrying case. If you've seen the movie, he has a Darth Vader carrying case from Kenner, and it's different than the one that hit the stores. It has red eyes. And I was going to do a whole video on that, but I said, let's just take a look at the whole room, because he has a lot of other stuff that we grew up in. His room looks like any kid's room would have looked in 1982. Before we get started, let's look at Carol Ann. Before we get started, let's look at this scene of Carol Ann. Look at this. Look at this girl. She's chewing on a Luke Skywalker figure. Now, I've heard people say that this is an early bird Luke Skywalker with the double-tip saber, one of the rare Luke Skywalker figures. But you can't really tell. I can't anyway from this photo. I've enlarged it and everything. And being that this was filmed in 1981 and those figures hit in 78, very limited in 78, I really doubt that this is what this is, when they could have just went to a store and picked up a Luke Skywalker on the shelf. And it would have been just a normal Luke and not the double telescoping Luke. So I doubt that. But she's chewing on Luke. And I would give her hell for it, but be honest with you, I remember being little. I mean, I wasn't this little, and I wasn't blonde. I didn't have blonde hair like she did. But I remember chewing on my figures, especially the feet. I don't know why. Han Holt, I just really love to chew on his feet. And I could get my tongue stuck on his hole. On his foot hole, his peg hole. Quit being dirty. That's not the hole I got my tongue stuck in until much later in life. But I don't know why. I guess I wasn't the only one that liked to chew my Star Wars figures. Now let's go back to the beginning of that scene and look at the boy. I think his name is Robbie. Let's look at that scene really quick. Yeah, and I know you saw that. The Kenner Yoda figure. Puppet. Yoda. Puppet. That's it. He's sleeping with his Yoda puppet. Now let's take a closer look at this scene of Robbie in his half room. Okay, well, that's Robbie's mother right there. She's cleaning up the room, making the bed. What a good mom. I see a lot of stuff. Let's pause it right here. Not so I can look at Joe Beth Williams' butt, but so I can look at the room. Now I'm going to have to turn my head a little bit. So we got a football helmet. Not really sure what that is. I see a Darth Vader with the red eyes. Now this is what got me started on this video. Why is his eyes red? Well, the set designer talked about this in some interviews. I know he talked about it in Starlog and some other interviews. They painted it red just so it would stand out more. So you could really tell the shape. You know, they said when they put it in the scene, it was all black. You couldn't really tell exactly what it was. The camera really didn't focus on it well. So they painted the eyes red to give it that look. Whew, Joe Beth Williams. I see Jeffrey back there. I don't know what that is. Is that some kind of sleeping bag or something? But it's got Jeffrey from Toys R Us, everyone's favorite giraffe. I see a soccer ball. I see a beautiful ass by Joe Beth Williams. Whatever happened to Joe Beth Williams and her ass? Back there on the back shelf, I see the turret that comes with a Probot droid. I see a TIE fighter. I see the lamp from the Pixar movies. Is that all we see? It looks like some other things. I can't really make it out, but we're going to go through this room a little bit more, and I'm sure we'll see that shelf up close, so let's go. There's some skates. Some reason they have some skates that look like they come from the 1950s. And check out this blue thing in the back here. See it at the very bottom down there, the blue? Let's check. I'm going to tell you what that is real quick. I'm trying to think of the name of it. That's from the Micronauts collection. It was kind of like a carrying case robot. And he has one on his floor, as you can see down there. So let's see what else we can spot. Of course, Joe Best is going to notice that. If you notice in the background, too, there's a Star Wars movie poster from the original film. And look at that. I mean, this is getting details right. They didn't just call, Spielberg just didn't call Lucas up and say, hey, send me one of those posters in your warehouse. Look at this thing. It's creased. It was folded. Back then, that was about the only way to get a poster. If you're lucky, you ordered it from some magazine and they sent it folded. Even some ones that sent to the movies, even ones sent to the movie studio sometimes were folded. It was very rare for a kid to have a movie poster on his wall that wasn't folded. So you can see the folding creases in that poster. Very good detail right there. Let's see if we can pick up anything else. Okay, Tweety died. Okay, here's another shot you can see in the background now. The Yoda puppet is now on the shelf. You got Darth Vader with the red eyes, again, carrying case. He's reading a Captain America comic book. I really don't see anything else in this scene here to comment on. I saw, when he moved his big stupid head, I saw a tauntaun back there. Okay, now we get a closer scene. The tree, that is a scary looking tree, isn't it? But let's look at that shelf, see what else. We got the Probot and the I call it the outhouse playset. It looked like it's been switched around from that last scene. If I remember that last scene, the Probot was on the other side, if I'm right. We've got a TIE fighter right there. What is that right there? Okay, let's see what else we can spot here. Got a close-up. Okay, got the Star Wars poster in the scene again. Got the Vader carrying case with the painted red eyes. You can see it really good. Looks like a tauntaun and some other figures back there. Let me see if I can blow this up so I can actually tell what those figures are. I believe, see if I can do it. That looks like, oh, it's hard to tell. It looks like the tauntaun, I said that. And some other, it looks like a Tatooine Luke, a Han Hoth, FX7 and an R2D2, if I'm right. Y'all let me know if I'm right about that. That's what it looks like from that scene here. Let's see here. I can't really... That's what it looks like. That's what I'm going for right there. So we move from that scene there. And we got Joe Beth Williams coming into the room. As you can see, he has an Alien poster from the movie Aliens. Nice little touch. I don't understand this kid. He's got roller skates from the 1950s. He's got Aliens, so you know he's white R-rated movie poster. But then he's got this creepy looking clown. He's got kid stuff. I mean, he's got like stuff for 6-year-old, and he's got stuff that early teens would be into. Okay, now she's Caroline is feeding her. Okay, now we can see this shelf a little better here. We got Han, looks like he's falling against the wall a little bit. We got something on the ground down there. I'm not really sure what that is. I see an R2 and an FX7, and again that carrying case that started the whole video. I don't know. And the little kid's whining about something. He's got a foot. Oh, there's the tauntaun. There's something. It looks like a figure is falling over. Maybe a stormtrooper. It looks like Luke Skywalker's in the tauntaun. It looks like a falling over. And of course, he's got the Star Wars sheets we mentioned a few minutes ago. Trying to see if there's anything. I think I saw a speaking spell. Remember speaking spell? I saw that on his bookshelf back there. So look at Darth Vader poster. I remember seeing this Darth Vader poster, I think, in the Scholastic magazine during the school fair. And I was like, I got to have that. Never had it though. That's what I always wanted. Joe Beth Williams in my closet. Never had that. Okay, we got that shelf again. Again, the tauntaun with the Luke on it. It's not a Hoth Luke on it. Don't really see nothing I can point. I see an R2. I saw something R2D2. We'll come back to that. Oh, there he is laying in his bed. Okay, I see a Clue board game in the background back there. Clue board game. Remember Clue? That's the original old school clue board game back there that's focused in on it. And it looks like maybe a Rubik's Cube. Is that Rubik's Cube? Let me see if I can zoom in on that too a little bit closer and see. Is that, looks like a Rubik's Cube. I believe that's a Rubik's Cube. It looks a little wide, so it might not be. But I'm going to go for a Rubik's Cube right now. Okay, another scene here. Again, we see the figures. The Han still against the wall. It looks like Han might have something in his... I don't know, it's hard. A flash went off of lightning, but it looks like Han has something in a lightsaber in his hand. It looks like he's holding something red. I don't know what that would be. We got that scary ass clown again. Why would you put that scary ass clown looking right at you? We got a Bert and Ernie poster. See what I'm talking about? He's got a Bert and Ernie poster on his side of the room. He's got Star Wars toys, an Alien poster, and then all of a sudden a Bert and Ernie poster. I don't know why he has a helium balloon. Okay, and there's a Jeffrey. There is. See that? I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to make out, but there is a speak and say. I don't know what the 1980, it looks like a football poster from I guess this is 19, it looks like it's 1988, but I'm sure it doesn't. Must be 1982. There's R2 and the FX7 again. Close up with the scary clown. I don't even want to look at that. That is some scary stuff like there. Move. I don't want to see that. Looks like the same old scene. Don't look anything really new added right here. Just want to make sure he's getting out of the bed. Maybe we'll get a better view of the room here. He's putting on a jacket. He's going to throw it over that clown. Don't know why he even has that clown. It's never explained, is it? Who would buy him that? Okay, he throws this jacket over him, and it has Chewbacca on it. It looks like a Chewbacca iron-on or something. Don't look like anything officially released. So let's see. I think they're going to show that up close again. So yeah, that's Chewbacca on the red. There it is. Yeah, see, it looks like it's cut. It even looks like it's supposed to be. Like it's cut out of a magazine or something, glued onto the jacket. That is weird. Okay, and right here we have Greg T. Nelson without his shirt on. This one's for the ladies. We looked at the Jo Beth Williams butt. Now we're going to see Greg T. Nelson without a shirt on. You can thank me in the comments below. But, well, it's not just for the ladies. If you're a guy and you're into a shirtless Greg T. Nelson, I understand. If you're a girl and you're into Jo Beth Williams' nice butt, I understand. So, not singling you out here. There's the speak and say. You can see it back there. Again, a little old for a speak and spray, probably. Speak and spray. I need a speak and spray. Can't even talk. Dude's got one creepy tree outside his window. Cut that tree down. That's what I would do. Okay. Looks like there again, the shelf back in the back. You can see the playset of the Turret and the Pro Droid playset. And that's Greg T. Nelson. He looks like he's leaving the room now. Yeah, that's Greg T. Nelson saying goodnight. And he's going to go run off and be a coach. And then he's probably going to turn into the voice of a superhero. Oh, Greg T. Nelson. Okay, now I just want to throw this scene up here real quick. Because look at Jo Beth Williams. Look at her. Looking all wet and sexy. But that's not why we're looking at that scene. Look at her hand. What has she got her hand on? A Star Wars switcheroo. A Star Wars switcheroo. I did a whole video on the switcheroos. So if you hadn't seen that, check that out. They go over the light plates and they just make it a little fun. And this one's a 3PO one. They had Luke and Vader and a couple other ones. And you can see he had a 3PO one. That's pretty good. He really was into Star Wars there. And look at him. You can see that look on his face. He's worried about his Star Wars toys. Now as the parents flee the room and leave the kids standing there, you see the switcheroo again. And this little robot, wind up robot. I don't know. This is probably just some generic robot. But I'm not really sure where it's from or anything. I don't know what that is. So I think that's it. I think we've looked at everything from the bedroom of half Carol Ann and half Robbie. I think that's his name anyway. I just want to see, I pulled out some pictures of the room, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Darth Vader carrying case, we talked about that. The Jeffrey sleeping bag, the See and Say. See what else I see. The Turret and Probe Drop playset. Kind of a boring playset. We saw a TIE Fighter back there, of course, an Alien poster, the Micronauts carrying case. A New Hope, the Star Wars poster, the Yoda hand puppet, a Tauntaun, we talked about it, the Bert Ernie poster. Now, put this scene back up here. right by the Bert and Ernie scene, I kind of missed this one here, is a Star Wars poster of R2 and 3PO. That's a nice little touch there. We got the very awesome homemade Chewbacca jacket. And I think that's about it. That's a look at the room inside Poltergeist, Robbie and Carol Ann's room. Maybe I missed something. Y'all let me know. If I missed something in his room, let me know. And there's other movies. If you want me to dissect other movies, you know, we looked probably about 2 years ago at the movie about 2 years ago, I did the movie Silent Night, Deadly Night. I think that's the name of it. It takes place in a toy store. And we went through that and looked and paused and talked about some of the toys in the background. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video in one of these boxes up here. But I think that's it. Let me know in the comments anything I missed, or maybe some other TV show or movie I should look at from back then, that time period, of some Star Wars toys or other toys. Might be a lot of fun. Again, let me know in the comments below. And as always, subscribe to the channel. Thumb up so you like my content. And we'll talk again soon.
Junkman.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.